Hello and welcome to this video, guys. Today I am so excited to shoot this video because in this video today we'll be discussing how you can use ChatGPT for your PMP exam preparation. As we all know, guys, ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence tool which was made available for public use for free on the 30th November 2022. Since then, ChatGPT has taken the entire world by storm with more than 13 million visitors each day getting a chance to experience the artificial intelligence platform. In this video today, we'll see 5 ways in which you can use this super impressive artificial intelligence based chatbot to help you prepare for the PMP exam in the smartest way. This video would be super impressive and pretty futuristic, guys, so do not miss any part of it. While researching for this video, I was super impressed by the power of this artificial intelligence tool to decode complex concepts and scenario-based questions from the PMP exam topics. So fasten your seatbelts and let's get the discussion started. Okay, so the first way in which you can use ChatGPT during your PMP exam preparation is to help you check your eligibility criteria for the PMP exam. Right, so as a first example, let's see how ChatGPT can help you assess the eligibility criteria for your PMP exam, okay? Now, just as an illustrative example, I'll take one of the questions about PMP exam eligibility that I had received from one of the aspirants during the webinars that I conduct every week, okay? So the question went like this: I have been a project engineer for an offshore oil drilling project. I was part of a team of 12. I am a diploma in petroleum engineering. Am I eligible for the PMP certification? Okay. Now, of course, definitely, guys, you can ask this question to me as well. But for example, if you feel that you need like a quick check regarding the PMP exam eligibility based on your career and your experience, you can get that by asking this question to ChatGPT as well. Okay. So let's try that out. So I will copy this question and paste it in ChatGPT. Now, before I paste it, you need to make sure that you have a new chat that is open. Okay, so I will just paste this question and let's ask ChatGPT about this. Okay, so you see that ChatGPT is generating the response, and as it's very intelligent that it's giving you at least the baseline first of what is the eligibility criteria of the PMP exam. Now here is the beautiful part. If you see, quite interestingly, ChatGPT has picked up on your diploma in petroleum engineering, and it's saying that you are likely to meet the educational experience for the PMP certification provided you have a minimum of 5 years of project management experience. Okay. Now, interestingly, guys, if you see, ChatGPT was quite intelligent to pick up on your diploma in petroleum engineering and only suggesting you 5 years of project management experience as the minimum requirement. So it didn't tell you that you may need 3 years of project management experience as well, because for that you have to have a BTech or a 4-year graduate degree, right? So that way, you see, guys, you can use ChatGPT like this to give you a basic understanding about the eligibility criteria for your PMP exam before you actually even go and start writing the PMP exam application, right? So this is a beautiful example, real life example that demonstrates the intellectual capability of ChatGPT to help you get a sense check about the eligibility criteria of your PMP exam. Next, let's understand how you can use ChatGPT to write the PMP exam application essays, which can be a seemingly boring task for many PMP exam aspirants like you. Okay, so in this example, let's see the most interesting part, that how ChatGPT can help you in your PMP exam application to write the essays for your project descriptions. Okay, now to help you do that, guys, I have built you a template. Okay, and I will link that template in the description section of this video. So in this template, what you need to ask ChatGPT is like this. Okay, so can you write a 300 to 400 word essay explaining the following points for a project which I have led. So for the name of the project, you can write the name of the project, or if you are not willing to disclose the name, you can write it as a ABC project or XYZ project, okay, if the name is too confidential. Next, you need to define your role as a project manager or a project team leader or a project leader, etc. Now here is the interesting part. If you at least only bullet point the activities that you have done during the initiation phase, or maybe the activities that you have done during the planning phase. Next, you talk about the activities that you have done during the execution phase, moving on to the monitoring and controlling phase, and finally the closeout phase, okay? Now, if you see guys, I have only written like short bullet points or like very short sentences of what I have done, okay, if I am the PMP exam applicant in each of these phases. And you mention the final result, that how the project was handed over successfully with the metrics that had been achieved, etc, etc, okay. Now this is a very brief description which you need to give as an input to ChatGPT to generate a beautiful and professionally written essay which you can just copy paste out of ChatGPT into your PMP exam application dashboard. So let's see a live demo of how this can be done. Okay, so what I'll do is I will just copy this whole thing, okay, from here. Okay, so that's Control C. Let me go to ChatGPT and I will ask ChatGPT to write this essay for me. Now to do that, I will go to the ChatGPT dashboard. Okay, I can open a new chat or I can use the previous chat as well. And I will paste this question right here. And the moment I press enter, the magic happens, guys. You will see that ChatGPT has started to develop the essay for you, which you can copy paste in your PMP exam application form. So let's give it some time to write the overall essay for you, and you can have a look at this essay as ChatGPT is developing it for you. So if you see here guys, ChatGPT is intelligent enough to identify the activities that you have mentioned during the initiation or planning or execution phase, and it's drafting it into a very well written professional essay which you can use for your PMP exam application. So I feel this is a beautiful example of how artificial intelligence can help you increase your productivity. Okay, so the essay has been generated, so let's have a look. So as I see, it's quite well structured. It's talking about the different phases. It has talked about your role as a project manager, okay, for the ABC upgrade project. It has also given you the details in terms of the overall results which you have achieved as a part of your ABC upgrade project. Now all you need to do guys after this is just copy paste this essay into your PMP exam application dashboard. So this is a classic example guys how ChatGPT can help you in your early stages of your PMP exam application to write the essays as quickly as possible and upload it to the PMI website. Okay, so you can spend minimum time possible while drafting the essays for yourself and instead focus that time into the actual preparation of the PMP exam. Brilliant. If you are liking this video guys, please press the like button. It will mean a lot to me and it will help this video to reach out to a broader audience. So please like the video and subscribe to my channel PMP with Ray for more smart tips like this for your PMP exam. Moving on, let's see how ChatGPT can help you with memorization techniques and mnemonics for some topics of the PMP exam. Right. So in this example, let's see guys how you can use ChatGPT to provide you mnemonics or storylines to remember the different aspects of the PMP exam topics. Okay. Now for an example, let's take the first topic, which is the 6 steps of schedule management. Now if you refer to the 49 processes of PMBOK, you will see that the project schedule management knowledge area is divided into 6 tasks, right, which starts from planned schedule management and ends in controlling schedule. Okay, now you can ask ChatGPT to give you a mnemonic which will help you to memorize these 6 steps in schedule management. Okay, so you can ask ChatGPT that please provide me a mnemonic to remember the following 6 tasks of schedule management. So let's ask that question to ChatGPT and see how it responds. So for that, I will first copy this question, go to my ChatGPT dashboard, open up a new chat and let's ask this question to ChatGPT. Okay, so if you notice, ChatGPT has taken up the first letters of the different phases and given you a mnemonic of PDSEDC. Okay, now you may say that that's not quite helpful because that doesn't give you anything tangible to remember, right? So let's ask ChatGPT to give us a story to help you remember the sequence in order. Okay, so can you provide me a storyline to remember the letters P, D, S, E, D, C in order? And let's see what ChatGPT has to say regarding that. Okay, quite interestingly, ChatGPT is giving you a very nice storyline to help you remember this in order. Now, if you notice, ChatGPT has generated a very nice storyline which will help you to remember this sequence in order. Okay, so there was a project manager named Pat who wanted a successful schedule for his project. He started by defining the activities. Next, he went on to sequencing the activities. After that, Pat actually estimated the activity durations, etc., etc. So it's quite interesting, guys, to see that how artificial intelligence can give you a very nice storyline to help you remember the sequence of activities in schedule management, right from the first task, which is to plan schedule, till the sixth task, which is to control schedule, and help you remember the same through a storyline. So this is a classic example, guys, how you can use ChatGPT during the exam preparation stage for your PMP exam to help you understand complex sequences and frameworks through nice storylines. Okay, let's take another example. So we all know that in the current format of the PMP exam, Agile is a very important topic, right? And when it comes to Agile, it's very important for you to understand the different Agile ceremonies, okay, which involves sprint planning, which involves retrospective, which involves iterations, etc., etc. Now, how about we ask ChatGPT to give us a storyline to help us remember the different Agile ceremonies in an Agile project. So let's ask this question to ChatGPT that please make me a story to remember the various Agile ceremonies for Agile project. Okay, so let's see how ChatGPT can help us to do that. So I will open up a new chat in the ChatGPT dashboard and I will paste this and let's see what ChatGPT generates as a response. Wow. So if you see, guys, ChatGPT has started to generate a response writing you a nice story which will help you to understand and remember the different ceremonies of Agile project. Okay, so it has already generated a response regarding the first ceremony, which is the sprint planning. Okay, so next it has generated a response in terms of the daily stand-up meetings. Okay, that's really brilliant. It is also talking about the sprint review. That's another ceremony of Agile which is very important. It's talking about sprint retrospective. Wow, guys, I am really impressed the way ChatGPT can help you decode more complex problems which you face while you are preparing for the PMP exam. Now, to end the story, ChatGPT has also provided you a storyline on the release planning meeting, which is also an important Agile ceremony. Okay. So now on the screen, you notice, guys, how ChatGPT has provided you another great storyline to help you remember the complex processes of Agile ceremonies. Okay, and this is another classic example how you can use this artificial intelligence tool to help you decode more complex problems for your PMP exam as you are preparing for the PMP exam, at least when it comes to the theory part of the PMP exam. Now, to take a step further, let's understand how ChatGPT can help you answer some mock questions and answers which you are practicing from mock simulators while you are preparing for the PMP exam. Okay, so the fourth way in which ChatGPT can help you prepare for the PMP exam is by helping you analyze the responses of your mock exam questions. Believe it or not, guys, ChatGPT can solve scenario-based questions for the PMP exam in the blink of an eye. Okay, so now we are entering into the most interesting part of this video where we'll see how ChatGPT can help you decode a few questions and answers while you are practicing from the PMP mock simulators. Okay, now let's say when you are solving a mock simulator, you come across a question where you are not quite sure of the explanation that has been provided by the instructor. Now, to overcome that challenge, guys, what you can do is you can ask the question directly to ChatGPT and see the response it's generating to help you understand the correct option. Okay. Now, as an example, I will take a question from my free ebook of the PMP exam, which has 50 practice Q&As. Now, if you have attended my live webinar, guys, you have already received this ebook. So if not, please go ahead and attend my live webinar, because I shared this ebook as a free resource during the webinar. Okay. So as an example for this, let's take this first question. So it's a scenario based question, quite complex question that you as a Scrum Master in an Agile project, there is a scenario and there are 4 options. Okay. So let's see what ChatGPT generates as a response for this question. And just to make things a bit more interesting, we'll also check the response provided by ChatGPT with the correct response of this question. So for that, let me first copy this question. Okay, so that's Control C. Next, I will go to ChatGPT and open up a new chat, and I will ask ChatGPT, can you help me choose the right option between 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the following question. So let's see what ChatGPT has got to respond to that. Okay, wow, so it's asking for the question. So let's paste the question here. Right, okay, brilliant. So ChatGPT has solved the question for you, and it's saying that the best option would be number 4. And it's also saying the reason behind the best option. Okay, so that's very, very interesting, guys. And I myself is quite intrigued with the power of this AI tool to solve such complex scenario based questions for the PMP exam. Now, ChatGPT here is saying that option 4 is correct because this will make the process of updating the lessons learned register a regular part of project meetings and encourage active participation from team members. Now here comes the most interesting part. Let's go back to the workbook and see what is the correct answer to this question. Okay, so let's go back to my workbook and let's go to the solution for question number 1. Okay, I'm in the answers and explanation section, and if you see the correct answer for question number 1, it is option 4, guys. Wow, it's brilliant. I'm so impressed to see here that how ChatGPT has been able to decode such complex scenario based questions for the PMP exam as well in the right way by providing the right logic as well. Now, if you see in the workbook, it is similar to the logic which has been provided by ChatGPT. So there is no, let's say, controversies in terms of why the correct answer is option 4 and what is the reasoning behind that. Okay, so what is the utility of this method, guys? As I mentioned previously when I started this section, that you can use this method in ChatGPT while you are solving mock simulators to help you understand the reasoning behind any question which you have got wrong and you are not able to understand the logic behind the explanation. Now, of course, guys, needless to say that if you are solving my mock simulators or if you are coming across any doubts while solving the questions in my resources over Udemy or over the webinar, I am always there for you to help you clarify the doubts, right? However, I understand that while you are solving the questions and answers from any other instructor and you are not getting a timely response from them for obvious reasons maybe, okay, you can use this tool ChatGPT to help you understand why the correct answer is correct and why the wrong answer is wrong, okay? Let's give it a try. Let's ask ChatGPT that, okay, why option 2 is incorrect? Let's ask this question. So, why option 2 is incorrect? Can you elaborate? Let's see what ChatGPT generates a response for that. Right, so that's very interesting. So if you see, ChatGPT is also telling you that why option 2 is incorrect, and that according to me is a very, very detailed response, guys, and it gives you a good idea to understand and analyze mock simulators or your responses to mock simulators while you are solving them for your PMP exam. So this is a mind-blowing feature of ChatGPT, guys, and I have tried it myself, and 99% of the time the answers are correct and spot on. So make sure you use this feature of ChatGPT while you are analyzing your responses to mock simulator questions and answers during your PMP exam preparation phase. Next, let's see how you can use ChatGPT to help you in doubt clearing and understanding of complex topics from the PMP exam syllabus. Right, so in the final section of this video, let's see how you can use ChatGPT to help you clarify doubts while you are preparing for the PMP exam. And these could be doubts across the entire syllabus of the PMP exam where you are stuck and you think that you need a bit of a help and explanation to understand the things better. Okay, so let's take as an example that you are not able to relate hybrid projects to real life. Okay, and you want to ask ChatGPT that can you give me some real life examples of hybrid projects. So let's see what ChatGPT generates as a response when we ask this question. Okay, I have copy pasted the question here. So can you give me some real life examples of hybrid projects? I press enter and wait for ChatGPT to generate a response, and it has already started to generate a response. Wow, so it's giving me responses of hybrid cars, hybrid cloud meetings, hybrid renewable energy systems. Now it's overall saying that these are some real life examples of hybrid projects. Now if I want to target this search query in a much better way, I can ask ChatGPT that can you provide me examples where agile and waterfall projects are used together. So let's see what ChatGPT generates as a response. Okay, so here are a few examples where agile and waterfall project managements are used together. Okay, so the first example is hybrid agile waterfall. So it's giving you a definition of that, and it's also telling you the details about that approach. It's talking about waterfall continuous delivery. So if you see, it's quite thorough, guys, right? So at least these responses are trying to help you by linking your theoretical understanding with the real life scenarios of agile or hybrid projects. Okay, let's try another example. Let's try to ask ChatGPT a very frequently asked question that a lot of PMP exam aspirants have when they are preparing for the PMP exam, especially in the agile topic. And the question is, does agile projects have change management? Now this is a myth, guys, that most of the PMP exam aspirants think that if it is an agile project, it doesn't have change management. I have talked this in detail in my Udemy course. But as an example, let's see what ChatGPT has for a response to this question. Okay, so does agile projects have change management? Okay, so it's a yes, change management is important for agile projects as well. Okay, so you see, guys, the ChatGPT is generating a comprehensive response of how change management is applicable in agile projects as well. Now I hope this example also stands in favor of the myth busting that most of the PMP exam aspirants think that if it is agile project, it doesn't have any change management, right? So if you go through my Udemy course, we have talked this in detail in my Udemy course. However, if you need a very snappy answer to this, okay, if you need a summary of whether change management is applicable to agile or not, you can use ChatGPT to generate that response for you. Now these are a few examples, guys. Now as a part of this demonstration, I have only used a few examples just to help you understand the power of this AI tool to help you prepare for the PMP exam in an efficient way. Now the rest I will leave to you. Do a bit of experimentation yourself, okay, because that is also a learning, and then you will also be able to find how you can use this tool in some other ways as well to help you prepare for the PMP exam. Now, before I end this video, guys, a couple of key watchouts for you when you would be using ChatGPT during your PMP exam preparation. This section is very critical for us as humans to avoid falling into the traps of an artificial intelligence machine. So listen very carefully. Right, so let's touch upon quickly about the limitations of ChatGPT. First of all, you have to understand, guys, that it's a learning algorithm, right? It's taking feed from the millions and billions of traffic which is trying to ping this system and trying to make it generate response. And each time it generates a new response, there is a self-learning algorithm that kicks in, right? So occasionally you will find that answers in the ChatGPT are not quite aligned to the PMBOK, or it is not something that you are really expecting. Okay, now that is with a probability of 0.1% or 1% at the maximum. But in the end, as project managers, we all have to appreciate and understand the fact it's a new tool and it will get better and better in the days to come as the tool will get smarter and smarter through machine learning. Okay. Now, secondly, it's very important, guys, that you use this tool of ChatGPT as an enabler to your PMP exam preparation. Please do not use this tool as a replacement of your PMP exam preparation. Now, what do I mean by that? For example, do not plan to understand or internalize all the concepts of agile projects by only asking questions to ChatGPT, right? Similarly, do not think that since you now have ChatGPT, you will ask questions regarding PMBOK 7, okay, or the topics of PMBOK 7 and read up summaries from ChatGPT, and as a result, you do not need to study PMBOK 7, okay? Or as a third example, whenever you are analyzing your mock simulators, do not think that, okay, I will copy paste every option or every question of the mock simulator in ChatGPT and read the responses from it and understand and learn that way. Okay. Now these are shortcuts, guys. These are foolish shortcuts. Do not take this as a primary method of learning. That is the most important watch out that you need to have whenever you are using this tool, guys. Okay. So to summarize, ChatGPT is an additional tool or an additional platform which you can use in part of your PMP exam preparation to help you solidify or help you understand the concepts in a much better way, and also to give you some tips and trips as you move along. Okay, but ChatGPT is not a replacement of a textbook or a good online module or a good mock simulator, or in the end, let's say, a good disciplined regime of self-study. Okay. Because in a nutshell, guys, as it goes for any artificial intelligence tool, you should be the one using this tool and taking advantage from the same, not the other way around. I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. Please press the like button, subscribe to my channel PMP with Ray, and I will see you again soon in another video like this on this channel. Bye bye and have a nice day.